Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel's Strike Force. How are you doing on Captain Britain? This is my alt account here at 70 out of 100 shards, and I've actually not cored that much to get here. Super lucky, I know, probably for my alt account. My main account, I believe, is at 110 shards now, so I'm at 10 out of 80. Why am I talking about Captain Britain? Well, it turns out that they've actually extended the candy store by quite a significant amount of time, and that's a really good thing, assuming that that was not by accident. But we're going to cover a few of those things here today, because that means it's going to give you a little bit more time, a fair bit of more time actually, to be able to collect Captain Britain shards if that's something you're interested in, whether it's just for him, for Cosmic Crucible, whether you're thinking about something like the Shadow King trial where it's not 100% about, what star level that they're going to let you use for that trial, but nonetheless, he's a really important character, and we're going to talk about all the ways that you can get more shards and what you should be doing with the store. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. So this was brought to my attention, I guess last night, or I'm recording this on Tuesday evening, so tonight for me, about the candy store. And so, I'm recording this a little bit early, so it'll probably look a little bit different for you now. But I was almost certain that the candy store was set to expire, maybe not for Monday, but for maybe like a day or two after Monday. So I mean, we're almost Tuesday, we're almost Wednesday, sorry, at this point. So, I was expecting to see like 6 days, something like that left. And it looks like they tacked on 13 days, maybe, onto the candy store, which is quite a bit. And this has a lot of implications for, well, a lot of players to get a lot of things. It doesn't, honestly, doesn't even have to be just Captain Britain. I've been using this a lot. Ignore my 200 core refresh. I am really close to getting Mephisto on my alt account. It's insane the amount of red gear that they've made available through the candy store. It is, I don't know, like tripled or quadrupled my progress in terms of, being able to get this on a daily basis. Is absolutely insane. So just to recap, that means that Captain Britain is also going to be available for 13 more days now, or at least chances to get that, right? And I'm not seeing him every day. This was a really extreme case of me coring the store on my alt account. I don't normally do that. I was just trying. I'm hunting for certain pieces for red gear to try to finish off my progress on Mephisto. So that was why. It wasn't actually for Captain Britain. Just if I happened to see him, then I would have picked him up, right? And so this has been really great for that sort of push for, I would say, all players, but primarily people who are hunting red gear and who are hunting Captain Britain shards. And what's really good, that even though, and I'm going to make some assumptions here, and maybe that's dangerous, but even with the events going away on Monday, the store will still be here, which means this slot to buy candy should also still be here. So even though there may be some events that are gone in terms of being able to get more candy, you should still be able to buy it from the store here as long as it's open, unless this was a mistake, which we'll find out. So there are a variety of ways, right, that you can pick up candy. Now, there's a few ways where I'm not sure if it's still going to carry on past Monday, because that's the end of this current event, Overwhelming Hunger. We have the Alliance gifts, right? So you have this, and you get candy through the different, however many milestones that you end up clearing every single day. So this is a fair bit. You get 5,000 and then 10,000, 25,000 for the first 3, and then 37,500 if you get 4 of them, right? Every single day up until Monday. If this goes past Monday, I would be surprised, but the candy store will still be there. So I don't know if this is going to continue into November or not. The other place that you can get them, obviously, is going to be your Dead, what's it called? Dead of Night? Where is it? Over here, Dead of Night Showcase, the showcase. And this runs for quite a while, right? This extends well into, well past the candy store is done. There is one thing that I'm not 100% sure about, is that, will this still be here on Monday? Will this stuff still be in here for you to farm? I mean, I guess it's going to be pointless once the candy store goes away. While this might still be here, is the candy going to be on the node for you to farm on the bonus nodes, or whatever this is, the 3-star, 4-star? I have 3 and 4-star blade. I got a 3-star oath, so I can farm these 3 nodes for candy, right? And I'm not coring that right now because I'm not doubling down. I'm not getting like milestone points for this, so I'm not actually actively coring into this. but there is still lots of places that you can pick up candy if you want to spend the course to do so. It's not a really great return anymore because you're not getting the milestone points in the events. Just something to be aware of, all the different showcases that are offering that, which is pretty good, right? And then there is going to be another place that you can get candy, which will go for a little while, at least in the Red Dead rematch. I know what people are saying. Zombie Scarlet Witch event sucks. Really sucks. It sucks big time. But if you do happen to get her unlocked, or you get super lucky, or you bought her, then you can also farm some candy in here, which isn't actually too bad. I believe you can only farm this 5 times though, or sorry, 10 times, just like the challenge node. So that's like 10,000 candy at 3-star Zombie Scarlet Witch, and then over here it's a little bit more, like 12,500 at 4-star, and so on and so forth. So those are some other spots that you're able to pick up candy, even if some of the things go away, like the Alliance donations. And I think this is really, honestly, really, really good. Particularly for pushing Mephisto, Dark Dimension 7, or just gearing up your characters, right? Or, trying your chance at the coring, which, I think there is some value in this, but I wouldn't go like hardcore in this. It also really depends on what else you're using with your power cores right now and how much stuff there is left for you to buy in the candy store, right? I've actually picked up the Awakened ability for my main account for like all of the ones, like the Ares Special, the Blade Ultimate, the Old Man Logan ones. I got all of those already. So the only thing that I have left to buy really is the occasional G19 on my main account and then Captain Britain. But even if some of the candy sources go away, it's still worth considering Captain Britain to kind of fish for him, so to speak. So, even if you're not getting a lot of candy on a daily basis anymore, depending on if this is still available to buy, you can save your candy. Once you're done for this week with the sugar rush and you spent your 400,000, if you want, you can just save the rest of it just for Captain Britain, because if it keeps refreshing every 8 hours for the next 19 days, those are more chances for you to be able to find Captain Britain, which I think honestly is still going to be a really important character to have. I do believe that. And so I want to bring your attention to not this page. Why did I have this one up? Not this one. The Captain Britain Returns blog. Right. And so these are the other ways, just to remind people, where Captain Britain is also going to come back to, which is mainly going to be the showcase, which we don't have a date for, but we were told it was going to be in November at some time. Now, some people were asking me whether or not Captain Britain is going to have red stars available in any of this. I don't know if it's going to be free, but I know that there probably will be made available either in the showcase or in the passes, right, which are down below as well. I don't think it specifically specifies. There'll be no yellow star requirements. So I think you're probably just going to run this, and you're going to get some free stuff. Now, it says before the next legendary event. I'm going to tell you right now that the Shadow King trial is going to be within 3 weeks, because he is the third character of the Astral team to come out. So it's going to be Ancient One, and then Emma Frost, and then Shadow King. And so there's already data mines right now that show that the Ancient One is going to be next week, probably next Wednesday or something like that. And so about, I would say, 14 to 20 days after next week will be the Shadow King trial, right? So this is probably honestly going to show up in like, it probably could show up next week. And then we also have some Illuminati orbs coming back. We already talked about that. And then the passes, right? And it says specifically November 18th for the Battle Pass and Strike Pass for November 25th. Now, this is important. The Strike Pass is on the back of the Nimrod. So there's going to be a Nimrod Strike Pass, and then this one's going to be right after. I think one of these, probably the RTA Pass. If I had to wager, it's going to be the RTA Pass, because when they did the free red stars for, unless they give it away in the showcase, but when they did the RTA Pass for Zombie Juggernaut last year, the Undying one last year, it had a 4 red Zombie Iron Man on there. So I think that might be the way that they try to extract more value out of the Battle Pass, because I know less people buy the Battle Pass than they buy the Strike Pass. So do keep that in mind as well if you're thinking about it. Even though I'm using Captain Britain right now on my main account, I'm very reluctant to buy red stars, because I think that it's going to be made available at some point here, in November. So I prefer to take the patient route for once, and just you wait to see how they make that available, and I think they will. Just whether or not it's free or not, that part I don't know. Now, there was one other suggestion that was made regarding the candy store that I am not 100% sure about if they're gonna do this. Now, if you caught one of my other videos, there's this event next week called Astral Voyage. and it involves earning turkeys, also spending campaign energy. So if you want to hoard, again, I'm just going to make a PSA, I guess, public service announcement about this event next week, which does involve spending campaign energies, but there's going to be a turkey store. Okay. So it's just, and why I'm talking about this is because we've never had two consecutive event stores that I'm aware of simultaneously. And so it says spend turkeys on fabulous goods in the turkey store. There's a Stellar Conquest web milestone that requires you to spend turkeys, which sounds awfully familiar to the Sugar Rush web milestone. And so I don't know if this is like I think this is a November month-long thing, the turkey store, because that's what it kind of suggests it is. I don't think it's just a one-time thing, because I believe somewhere else up here it talks about for the month-long, it says, and turkeys from November events. So this is a long-term turkey store. Spend turkeys on fabulous goods in the turkey store. Blah 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 blah. So, I mean, I guess the suggestion was made that what if the candy store is the turkey store? What if the candy store turns into the turkey store? I suppose I guess that's possible, but they would have to like convert the candy currency directly into turkeys, or it would just appear as turkeys. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if they could just flip it with a different currency, but this will be interesting to see, because I've never seen two event stores running simultaneously. And if the turkey store is opening up next Monday, that's like 5 days from now, which means that this is still going to have about 2 weeks left. And then the turkey store is also going to be popping up. So I guess we'll have to find out on that one. But I just wanted to kind of give this public service announcement for everyone to think about what they're doing with their candy, how they can still get their candy. And it's not too late to still start trying to get Captain Britain. I know the drop rate is a load of crap. It's probably at this point it's less than 5%, I think. I've actually, on my main account, I've been doing almost 200 to 300 cores every day, and I don't see it every day. That's for sure. So I'm doing anywhere from 6 to 8 refreshes, and it's pretty rough. 6 to 8? No, sorry, six. I guess 6 refreshes plus the 3 free. So it's rough anyway. Sometimes I don't even see it every day. I want to wager it's like anywhere in the 3 to 5% realm, but that's just my hazarding a guess. We have no numbers on that at all. So that's all that I have to share with you this morning. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And as always, stay safe and healthy. And I'll see y'all later. Let me know how many Captain Britain shards you have. Is anyone actually way luckier than I am? I think I'm doing okay. I'm not mad, but yeah, obviously the more refreshes you do, more chances you'll get, I suppose. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys later. Boilon signing out.